Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, I'm on the test server and I am looking at the Altar of Souls. New content has just dropped in the game. Oh, it's going to drop on the patch this week. I'm able to just try it out and kind of have a look early on. There's also going to be a video dropping probably right now about 6 new champions, a couple of which look absolutely nutty, by the way. I'm going to be streaming tonight at 8 PM UK time, and you can come and watch me testing out some of these new champs. And there's also going to be a different video about the Iron Twins Fortress. So lots of new stuff to unpack. So in this video, we're going to be looking at the Altar of Souls and just try and kind of understand the mechanics of it. Try and just have a little play around and see how it's going to work in practice. I personally am looking forward to Blessings. I'm looking forward to the Awakening stuff. I think it's a cool addition to the game. It's also going to be a way for newer players to catch up to endgame quicker. Yeah, because they're going to be... Your champions will just get more powerful. They have more abilities and stuff in their arsenal. And so you'll be able to just nuke down older content faster. Right? That's just fact. So everybody who gets a new soul, a new awakening going on, will get slightly stronger. And there's nothing changing about the content that already existed to make it, you know, more immune to this stuff. So I think overall it's a good thing. They do need to like catch up mechanics to help people get through to the end game quicker. Let's have a look here. Altar of Souls. So a couple of things. We've got all of the currencies at the top. Not going to tell me if I click on them. But basically soul coins, immortal soul coins. You get all of these from beating up the Iron Twins. We've got our soul stones down here on the left. Use mortal soul stones to get the immortal soul coin. So every time you use any of this currency, you get more coins towards to spend in the shop. We'll get to that in a second. Got a little info button here as well. Okay, so soul stones always summon perfect souls, but every soul stone has different chances of summoning souls for rare, epic, and legendary. So what we got here, the eternal soul stones is a 20% chance of a legendary and an 80% chance of an epic. The immortal, you got a 12% chance of a legendary, and then mortal 6% chance. And then when you get into that, so you've got 20% chance of getting a 6-star from Eternal Soul Stone versus 80% chance of getting a 5-star. The chances of receiving the levels of souls depend on the soul stone you use. Yeah. So they actually do spell it out, whether you like it or not. It is what it is, but they spell out the chances. There's no kind of like hidden stuff behind that. I like this feature here, the wish list. You get a double chance. It's not like crazy high, but you get a double chance of finding the champions you want when you're summoning. So if I particularly wanted to, I don't know, find souls for my Turvold. You can do a little bit of filtering down here as well, not a lot. But, you know, my Turvold, I don't know, my Leo and my Krisk, then I could put them in there and I would get an additional chance. And you do the same for, you know, your rares, your epics as well. So that when you do start pulling your souls, your awakening stuff, you actually find the champions that you want to try and awaken. Let's pull a couple of souls. Let's see how this actually works. Let's see what goes on. Got 5 of these small fellas. Does a very similar type of shard-esque pull. I've got a 2-star Seneschal. Let's keep going. Perfect souls. These are always going to be perfect souls, I think. I think I got that right. Come on, game. What's the next one? It's a rare. A wretch. Well, at least I'm not getting like some sort of crazy content creator luck just because they give me on the test server. This is the reality. We're going to be seeing a lot of rares popping out of these. Same way we see a lot of rares popping out of, you know, the crappier shards. Oh, we did get legendary. There you go. I got a Necmo Thar. I was actually interested in this. So I do not own Necmo Thar, not even on the test server. So you do get souls for champions that you do not own, which is probably a bit glum for most of us, right? Most of us, if I think about my free-to-play, I own a very small percentage of legendaries. What it might do, though, is direct you in terms of where you would build your next champion. You know, if you've got like 3 or 4 legendaries to build and you happen to pull a soul for one of them, you might be like, actually, that's the direction I will go because I can also give them a blessing as well. Let's try the immortal one as well. But it will be another RNG thing in the game. You know, it can be quite fun. I enjoy this type of stuff. Damn, Sinacia. There we go. That's actually a cool one. And it's a 6-star. So I've got a perfect soul, Sinacia, using an immortal. That's pretty cool. And then when you get your souls, they go into your soul collection like this. I've been pre-given some by Ray just to kind of be able to unlock some different champions and show you some stuff. So I think all the creators got the same ones. And again, there's a bit of a filtering system here. Basic stuff. You can filter by the different star ratings that you've got as well. Sell souls to get soul coins. So I could sell off any of the kind of crappy ones that I'm never going to use. And then you get yourself some soul coins. And obviously, they top up. And then over time, you can go to the Mystic Market and then spend your coins to get yourself more souls to pull, more soul stones to pull. You can also get Eternal Essence in here as well. So the Eternal Essence helps you buy souls in the Soul Merchant. Yeah, so there's a few different ways to kind of get involved. Some legendaries. Yeah, this is better. This is what the token trader should have been like. Some legendaries, some epics, some rares. Yeah, and it refreshes every now and then. You just got to come back here. So far, I've only seen 1 stars in here. I don't know if you can ever get more than a 1 star in here. I guess we'll see in a minute when it refreshes if anything ever becomes... These are all perfect souls as well. I think you can get split souls in here. Is there any info? Let's have a look. Might be because we're on the test server that I can't do some of the stuff that I would normally want to do. Yeah. And then once you've actually got your souls, basically, it will just highlight the champions at the top that you can actually awaken. See this? So all of these can't awaken. I don't have them yet. All the ones at the top here, I do have a awakening for. So I just picked up that Sinacia. Awaken this champion to get blessings. Pop it in. See what this animation's like. Blood red. And then she goes full 6-star. Blessings unlocked. Go to the collection to explore blessings. So you then go back into your champion. Yeah. She's in the vault. I need to get her into my collection. I like the way it actually highlights it properly. Go into your skills. And then we got blessings here. So basically from this point, I'm able to choose, because she's an epic, I can choose the rare ones or the epics. And we're going in and we're basically selecting whichever one we want. Now, there's a ton of blessings in the game. Yeah, I mean, you're talking about, if you had legendary champions, 24 different blessings. Some of them are really PvP focused. Some of them PvE focused. And a lot of them, it's almost like you want the blessings for your team rather than for the individual. So this is a good example of one of those. Cruelty here. Whenever this champion hits an enemy, decreases their defense until the end of the round. Against a boss, there is never an end of the round. Yeah, you just continue. You're in one round. So you only need one champion on your team to have this, but it feels like it's like a must-have. Yeah, if you've got it, it feels like it's a must-have to equip for one of your team. Certainly in somewhere like Clan Boss, you know, any of the long fights. So this is a really cool one, I think. And it scales a bit further down here. So look at this. If multiple champions have this blessing, still cannot decrease a single champion defense by more than 40%, or decrease a boss's defense by more than 20%. That's interesting. So maybe you can actually run more than one with this ability, because it looks like it stacks. But if you get to 6-star, you're decreasing the target's defense by 4% per hit. Oh, it's per hit. Up to 40 for champions, up to 20% for bosses. So after 5 hits, you've capped out anyway. So it's not really worth having more than one with this ability. Certainly if it's something like Clan Boss. But it's definitely worth having one with this ability. And you do get some bonus stats as well. You kind of gain them as you go up different levels. So there is going to be a bit of power creep, right? Well, it's actually quite a big stat boost if you get into, you know, stage 6 of these. 400 attack, 20% crit damage, 7 speed. Let me just have a quick look how that compares to empowerment. So my empowered +4 champion, yeah, +4, gains 600 attack, 30% crit damage, and 15 speed. So it's probably, I mean, it's probably about 2/3 of having a maximum empowered champion just in a blessing. People are worried about power creep in arena specifically, and I mean it is people that have got blessings versus people that do not. That is quite a significant change. It looks like as soon as someone's awakened, awake. Are any of those words? It looks like as soon as someone's awake, then they go to the top of your order as well on the left-hand side there on your champion list. So yeah, so some of these will be kind of crazy in terms of stat boost. Look at some of the legendary ones here. You're getting some real big kind of stat gain. 10 speeds, 25% crit damages. That is a bit of a watch out. You know, you just got to be careful, Raid. Power creeping. Fine for PvE because, you know what, whatever. But for PvP, it's just a little bit worrying that there's now several different mechanics that are kind of power creepy. So just a final look here. I did have a refresh of the Soul Merchant. Again, they've come in all as Perfect Soul. So I'm not sure where the split souls are coming from. I feel like they're from here. But on the test server, I've not seen a split soul at all yet. Okay, so let's awaken a couple more then. Let's do my Rotus. Yes. Rise, Rotus. His cloak goes red, not his face. Awesome. Let's do my Arbiter as well. Which one? I think it's that one. Gonna have a look at what some of these look like in game. Let's get the Mist-Creating Monster going. Why not? It's quite a cool animation though, right? I know we got a Cold Heart. Why not? So I'm going to try this Phantom Touch here on Cold Heart. Basically gives me more bonus damage. 20% chance of inflicting bonus damage. So scales up to 35% chance. Plus a bit of extra speed. When hitting multiple targets, only one champion will receive bonus damage. Okay. I feel like this is a must-have for an Arbiter or your speed lead or whatever if you're trying to win a speed race. Strengthens your team's aura and weakens the enemy's team's aura. And you get a bunch of stats as well, including 10 extra speed. So at 6-star here, strengthens your team's aura by 35% and weakens the enemy's team's aura by 20%. You're talking about, in terms of aura strength, it's like a 50% swing. Yeah, so if you were close, you're now going to beat them. And if you weren't close, you're probably now going to beat them. Obviously, most people, I think, eventually will go for this on an Arbiter or, you know, whoever's going to be a fast speed lead type champion. But it's a pretty crazy one for Arena. Okay, Rotors, we're going to try Soul Reap. Whenever this champion hits an enemy target and decreases their HP to a certain threshold, a Reaper will appear and deal extra damage equal to the target's remaining HP. Equal to the target's remaining HP. So it just basically takes them down. For AoE hits, each target that has their HP reduced to the threshold in the attack will be visited by a Reaper. Reaper will ignore defense as well as all damage reduction skills, effects, and buffs. Damn, that sounds like insanely good. If the target survives, has a chance of placing True Fear as well. So on a 6-star here, basically we need to get them down to 20% health before they get nuked. 100% chance of placing True Fear for a turn if the target survives the Reaper. That's pretty damn sweet, right? Let's have a look at some of these. So once somebody's awakened, obviously you can see they've got the red stars. They've got the little symbol under them for the type of awakening that they've got, the type of blessing they've got. So if you're in the arena, we'll be able to see what you're up against in terms of a blessing. So you can kind of like play into what you're about to be fighting. Do we see? I don't think we see anything sort of animation in the game for this one. Let's try and hurt someone without killing them. Am I going to one-shot you? Probably. Let's try this one. I don't know if many of them actually give us the animation. There he is. Sit down, says the Reaper. Love it. It was actually pretty cool. Let's slow this down. I'll get anything out of the Cold Hearts one. Just see Phantom Touch pop up there. So yeah, not many of them I think come up with like a different animation and stuff, but I mean, I feel like it's a cool addition to the game. You get to theory craft a bit more. You get to kind of choose what you want within your team. All in all, I think that's cool to do. Let's just check out changing a blessing here. What's it going to do to me? If I change one within the same, looks like that's free. So the first change is a freebie, whether you go from light, dark, whatever you want to do. The second change, 300 gems or 200 if it's the same divinity. Yeah, so you get one free one like a mastery change. After that, you got to start paying with gems. It's 300 if you change away from the divinity or 200 if you don't. I mean, it's not, it's not ideal, I guess, but it's also not horrendous. I don't know, what do you think? Something else which I've seen, and I don't know if the other creators have seen this. I'm sure they would have done. They've all kept it under their hat. Nobody's sharing info. But check this out. In the rewards for Hydra, we've got soul stones. So mortal soul stones in the reward. That's on top of Nightmare. Let me see what the normal ones are. Skip that. Normal ones, we've got same sort of thing. Couple of mortal soul stones. So Hydra now is going to be giving us rewards for Awakening. I haven't seen it drop anywhere else in the game other than the twins so far. Let me just have a quick look. I haven't checked this yet in the clan shop. Anything about it in here? No. So there's definitely, there are other areas of the game which we've spoken about for a while where they could, if they're feeling generous, decide to add some of this stuff, because why not? You know, if we're going to have it as a long-term thing in the game, why not? But certainly Hydra is going to be way more worth your time following this drop-in. Yeah, because awakening your champions, it's just going to empower everybody. You will see in my video with the Iron Twins, it's not an easy fight by any stretch, but it's definitely doable on the earlier levels for anyone. And if you look at some of the rewards here, so you get your coins. You don't start getting the essences until stage 11. Yeah, and stage 11, really the stats start to creep up. Yeah, it gets a lot harder. And then stage 14, 15, the stats are high in terms of like the accuracy and resistance required. Up until about stage 6, you're talking resistance levels, accuracy requirements, stage 6, 7 of like an Ultra Nightmare clan boss or a late game dungeon. So you're talking like a level 20 dungeon worth of accuracy and resistance. After that, it starts to scale up. And when you're talking stage 11, I'll give you an idea of some numbers. Stage 11, we're talking about needing like 350 accuracy on your champions. We're talking about needing 280 resistance to resist stuff that's coming at you as well. So definitely it scales up. And if we're talking about a stage 15, we're talking like a 700 accuracy requirement and a 550 resistance requirement, which is high. Yeah, so that is going to be tough to hit those numbers if you're trying to do that type of mechanic. But I'll do that in a separate video, and I'll show you how that boss works in a separate video. So I will be streaming tonight. If you want to see some of the different blessings in action that I didn't show in this video, then come and join us on stream tonight, 8 PM UK time. Hell Hades TV on Twitch. I've been Hell Hades. I'll see you later.